Hello and welcome. I'm your host, Elizibар. We're going to talk about F.E.A.R 2. If you were watching me in October and the very beginning of November, you saw me play this. And so you already have a pretty good idea what my opinion is. But I like this game enough that I wanted to come back and highlight some of this stuff. So we're going to go into this stage because it starts off with an action sequence. And it does a pretty good job of showing off the kinds of cool stuff that this game is good at. So we start off here. You can see like the terrain. We can't go back. The game always makes sure in its level designs not to let you go back to where it doesn't want you to go. The game wants to funnel me in here so I can have a cool fight scene. Now the terrain is definitely part of the fight. So whether we're talking like, oh, I can blow up something, or we're just like looking around at the neat level layout. Where's the bad guys? There's gonna be one in there. Let's deal with this dude. You have slow-mo available to you. You only get so much of it at once, so you need to use it effectively. Ration it out a little bit. Try not to do things like spend most of your reload time in slow-mo. That's not effective. You can see I just ran out. But I got a variety of guns. I mean, here I'm using the submachine gun. Also got a shotgun and a pistol. The pistol's not that great of a weapon, but it'll do in a pinch. Headshot, baby. You see the cool ragdoll physics there? This game loves its ragdolls. The shotgun is also a pretty dope weapon. Like, you never go wrong with a shotgun in this game. And when you use it right, it turns into something very, very satisfying and pretty darn effective. I saw something. 2-for-1 special. You guys are going to have some friends coming up here. I'm going to reload, swap over to my submachine gun, and get ready for their friends, because they're going to appear right there. See them? There's a variety of enemies. Here so far you've seen guys with machine guns, you've seen guys with shotguns. That's your pretty standard like group of enemies. These are mercenary dudes, if I remember right. Hired by Armicam to try to clean this mess up a little bit. On normal difficulty, there's plenty of life, plenty of ammo, plenty of armor, so you shouldn't have too much of a trouble getting through here. Once you get the hang of the combat, get the hang of using the different abilities, the different grenade types. You got flame grenades, you got explosive grenades, shock grenades. I just realized in my previous playthrough, I don't think I used the proximity mines at all. They're super cool. I just didn't need them. Anyway, that's it for the combat. It's very satisfying, very visceral. There's one weapon I didn't show off here, and that's the nail gun, because I didn't have access to it at this part of the game. I might show you that here in a minute. But I'm going to go to a place where I know we can get some really cool looking terrain, because I want to show off the environments, the very well designed environments that this game does. Like, this was a cool combat arena. Like, don't get me wrong, but it's still just like a hospital waiting area. We can do better. We absolutely can do better than that, and we will. Alright, now this area is kind of cool. So you start off here. And again, note in the level design, we can't go back. Because there's a way back, we can't get to that. So our only choice is to go forward. The game tries to do it, tries to guide you in the direction it wants you to go. Without making it too obvious, but you're a human being, you probably got a pretty good idea of what they're up to. Oh, and I do get the nail gun here. So if we do run into some enemies, you'll totally get to see me put some nails in them. It's one of the most satisfying weapons in the... No, actually, take it back. It is the most satisfying weapon. But yeah, look at this. Look at this cool area design. Doesn't this just exude, like, awesomeness? Got this big, broken, some kind of shaft here. There's all kinds of crazy machinery. There's steam pipes, big ducts, some kind of dynamo generator or something here. Like, I'm not really sure what the heck that thing is. Got that over there, which is where we're going. You gotta climb down. And again, while it's kind of obvious where the game wants you to go, they do it pretty well, guiding you in the way you should go. You're forced. There's no real choice. but sometimes there's just enough of an exploration thing going on that you need. Oh, no dude came out from that? Alright. But like here, you gotta do, these are replica soldiers. They got better stuff than the ones we were fighting earlier. Fortunately for me, I've also got better stuff than I had earlier. Oh, can we blow that up? There we go. And with a nail gun, super cool because it's a nail gun. It sticks into people. And when you do it right, you get awesome ragdoll physics, just like that. See, now he's stuck to the wall. Isn't that cool? I think it's cool. The laser, I wish was more satisfying than it actually is. It's kind of lackluster because it doesn't, like, leave a trail on the wall. In the previous F.E.A.R games, the laser totally left a trail on the wall. You could see, like, a glowing burn behind it. And then you get here, and this whole platform starts moving through the tunnel. It starts moving around this axis that it's attached to. Another one comes in, and there's just this great combat sequence all through here. The level design really helps the game out. It really gives it that kind of sense of, I'm not in Kansas anymore. Once the game gets into the more exotic locations, I really like that. I really appreciate it. We're going to go take a look at some of the horror stuff, because there's a section that starts off with some of that, and we'll go take a look at that, and we can see how F.E.A.R pays tribute to a particular kind of Japanese horror movie. Welcome back. So we wake up, we're disoriented. You see, like, I got a concussion or something, my vision blinked.
Alma is very close to you now. You're probably already experiencing symptoms of her proximity, hallucinations, headaches, that kind of thing. You have to resist her.
Have to resist her. You heard him. The game, make sure you know she's around. Whether we're talking like the little voices you hear, something a little more overt, like her actual physical presence. The game wants you to know she's around. When the game gets into the scary mode, the game wants you to know. Look at what's going on in my vision. Like, there's definitely some psychic oppression going on here. It's pretty effective. Now here is one of those sequences where you just have to deal with the fact that she wants to kill you. And so this is totally paying homage to movies like The Ring or The Grudge, where you've got this slow burning sense of dread. You see things in the distance, you hear things, there's motion, there's atmosphere. The fact that there's blood splattered everywhere, like, really kind of helps set the tone for, oh my god, what is going on? But Alma's not the only scary thing in this game. And the game can bust out some jump scares on you. So look, did you see that dude? Don't worry, we're going to run into him again soon. We just got to get down to where he's at.
Sergeant Becket, I've been looking over my data. I suspect what happened is that Alma became aware of you when you entered the TAC, and now she's drawn to you. You could even say she covets you. She's a coveter.
Thanks, Snake Fist, for...
Free pizza at an anime
Thank you.
convention. She can smell you. She wants to consume you.
And, Snake Fist is... He's supposed to sound scary, but instead he just kind of comes across as comedy most of the time, I think. Which might also be, like, what's intended. Alright, so check this out, alright? We're getting ready to drop down here. Little sound cue. That body gets pulled in there. It's up here. What do you think is going to happen now? Walk along. Oh, jump scare, right? Sadly, I knew it was coming, so I didn't react to it. But if you're not ready for that, that'll get you every time. That'll get you every time. If you're not ready for it, it'll get you. I guess it's tautological, but, you know, whatever. It's just how it is. And then you get, like, this stuff. Like, this poor dude here. Look what they're doing to him. Look at what they're doing to his friend, who's crawling around. If I wasn't paying attention, his little friend would have got me. Oh, his other little friend did get me, in fact. Fortunately, I have shotgun. So even when the game is in kind of the horror mode, you're still being stalked by stuff. It's not passive. You're not just walking along. It's not a walking simulator of fright. Stuff will try to come out here and get you. So it's always keeping you on your toes. You can never really relax. Wow, that's messed up. I'm going to find a nice, safe place to stand. Or not. That's slow-mo right there. But what you got going on in this game is a great combination of things. You get awesome action sequences, you get great atmosphere, and you get enough little spookiness that I've been playing Fear games every Halloween for several years now on stream. I think Fear 2 might be like the pinnacle of the experience. Fear 1 is great and all, and I might do a review of it sometime, but Fear 2, the graphics are good enough that you don't go, oh, this looks like a PlayStation game. The graphics are good enough that you go, yeah, that looks kind of almost sort of real. Even though you know it's not. Even though you go, yeah, come on, it's like an Xbox 360. It's still a light year ahead of where the original Fear was. It's good enough. It is absolutely good enough. And I think Fear's a great game. I'd give it like a 9 out of 10. Like, well, Fear 2. I'd give the original Fear like a 9 out of 10 as well for similar but slightly different reasons. Fear 2 is a fantastic experience. Great gunplay, great atmosphere, good scares, nice graphics, great controls. Uh, Absolutely no real complaints, except some of the replica soldiers are kind of bullet spongy, but it's a shooter. Enemies become bullet spongy. It's just part of the genre. You all out there, you have a great day. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And if you want to see more like reviews as opposed to me just playing a game on stream or something, let me know because I've done some of these in the past and they haven't 100% like been successful. So I kind of stopped doing them, but I would love to do more of this kind of stuff as opposed to burying my opinions inside of like 6 hours of gameplay, you know? All right, take care of yourselves. I sure hope to see you again next time. And until then, bye bye.